The desert was quiet that morning, the kind of silence that presses against your ears and makes every creak of leather and hoofstep sound louder than it should. Ezekiel Hart, a rancher who lived alone miles from the nearest town, was riding his white horse, Ghost, across the dry flats. He wasn't expecting anything unusual, just checking fences and cattle like he did most days. But that day, the land had something else in store. From a distance, Ezekiel spotted a shape dangling beneath an old mesquite tree. His gut tightened. He nudged Ghost forward, dust rising around them, and as he drew closer, he saw it wasn't the body of a grown man like he'd feared, but a young girl. Apache. Barely more than a child. Her wrists were tied above her head to a thick branch, her bare feet dangling inches above the sand. She was alive, though weak, her chest rose and fell in shallow breaths, and her eyes fluttered as though she'd been drifting in and out of consciousness. Nailed to the tree beside her was a wooden sign, painted in black and dripping red at the bottom. "White man don't forgive." Ezekiel's jaw clenched. He'd seen cruelty before, plenty of it in these borderlands, but something about this felt sharper, uglier. This wasn't just punishment, it was a message. He swung down from Ghost, pulled his hunting knife, and sliced through the ropes binding the girl's ankles. Then, standing on his saddle, he cut the cords above her wrists. She fell limply into his arms. "Easy now," he muttered. Her weight was light, her body burning with fever. He laid her across Ghost's back and mounted up behind her, holding her steady. "You're safe, little one. I got you." Back at his ranch house, a small, rough-hewn cabin surrounded by scrub and silence, Ezekiel laid the girl on his bunk. He cleaned the blood from her wrists, gave her water, and wrapped her in a blanket. For a while, she seemed half dead, muttering in her language, too weak to understand him. That night, as the wind howled outside, she finally stirred enough to whisper in broken English, "Why, help me?" Ezekiel sat back in his chair, pipe smoke curling around him. "Because no one deserves to die that way. Not you. Not anyone." Her dark eyes studied him with suspicion. "You, white man." "That's true," he admitted. "But not the kind that left you out there." After a pause, she whispered, "Ayoka." "What's that?" "My name." Ezekiel nodded slowly. "Ayoka. That's a strong name."